The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now it's Breida. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's going to float this one deep right side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now McKinnon. Look at the dance, and now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, 56 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Nifty move. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Going deep here for Stills. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the 2nd straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. There was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach of the Year, I thought, was a close vote, or probably should have been closer to me, because I thought Anthony Lynn from the Chargers deserved some respect, but Matt Nagy of the Bears, he ends up winning the award. They went 12-4 in his rookie season.
And then last one we need to mention, Chris Long of the Eagles, well-deserved Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. Congrats to all.
Yeah, how about that? Donated his first 4 game checks to fund a literacy program that donated free books and mentoring services for families. And remember, last season, he donated every game check to causes that he felt strongly about.
And give him a gain of 37.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Garoppolo on first down. He sets to fire deep. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A dump down to McKinnon, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. First down, Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin from 21 yards away. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half 3-0 New England. Steven Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the 3rd team to win the year after losing a Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Parker the intended target.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go. 21.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
21. Here we go.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. For the Miami Dolphins, Charles, you think back to last year. They stayed in it much of the season. Week 14, that shocker on the final play versus the Patriots kept their playoff hopes alive, but ultimately they didn't make the playoffs. Going to have a new head coach. What do you think moving forward?
And weren't we all surprised after that win against the Patriots that they lost their last 3 games, and as you noted, cost Adam Gase his job? This team has not won a playoff game since December 30th, 2000. Head coach, Dave Wanstead. Quarterback, Jay Fiedler.
Wow.
That's a long time ago. They've got to find a way to correct that, and they'll be doing it with new administration up front, a new head coach, and maybe a new quarterback.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he finds Danny Amendola. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw is Tannehill. Letting one go deep for the end zone. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy, and of course when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Deep ball for Goodwin. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Tannehill. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
30.
Tannehill on 1st down. He dumps it off to Drake. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. DeForest Buckner able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Now Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's Tannehill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Sanders now to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
65.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Like 80. 2.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. A dump down to McKinnon. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Like 20. Check. Crunch. 6. 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. On the stop was T.J. McDonald. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
6. Like 20. 80.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Like 20. 80.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, Plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
4 down, 4 down. Flag! 12, fellas, here we go.
They run it with McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Flag! Wait, 80! Wait, 80! 11, 11. 21, 21.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Wait, 80! Wait, 80! Check.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo steps away to his... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. William Hayes in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 80!
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Goodwin. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
20! 180!
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go. 180! 12, 12. 21, 21.
He's back to throw. That is caught at the 7. A good pickup there at 22. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, gun.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.